we're going to get some rain in the forecast, and that means it's perfect if you want to head over to this weekend's box office. Here to talk all about that is James Molnar.
Good morning.
Toledo Free Press. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us, even though you've been under the weather. So you've got a little nasal indigestion going on. Yeah,
it's, you know what? Abby just declared in sickness and in health, and I am here as well in sickness and in health, and that's okay.
I'm glad to have you here. So we've got a lineup of some, I'd say a pretty good lineup of this weekend's box office.
Yeah, there is. There's a really cool documentary coming out today at Levis Commons. I was able to talk to some of the filmmakers. You can read my full interview on Toledo Free Press's website. And it's about the co-founder of Alcoholics Anonymous. It's called Bill W. And it's a really interesting film. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. It kind of chronicles the life of the co-founder here, all the way from the early 20s up until the end of his life in the 60s or 70s. And it shows that he himself was an alcoholic, and he really struggled with what his doctor basically said was a death sentence at the time, because at the time they weren't really sure what it was. They almost qualified it as something of insanity. There was something wrong with your brain and you just couldn't function properly. And so this kind of follows his story, and it also gives some really good interviews with former and current members of Alcoholics Anonymous. And I think it's a really interesting look on the organization and the good it has done, and it shows Bill's overall struggle.
How many stars?
4 out of 5 stars.
4 out of 5, that's a good review.
And it's playing at Levis Commons.
Okay, and this is for the folks who want to be scared this weekend. Paranormal Activity 4?
Yes,
number 4
the
now?
4th one in the franchise. Evidently, every October now, Paramount Studios is coming out with Paranormal Activity, because now
huge hit at the box office.
Yeah, this figure will kind of scare you, probably. It has made over $500 million in the 3 films so far, and it's only cost them $8 million total to make.
Wow.
So
unbelievable.
return on investment is huge, and this one is set 5 years after the last movie a year ago. And essentially it's people are in a house and they get scared, and it's all about the suspense. I'll have to wait and tell you what some of my friends think.
Yeah, because you said that you're not going to see this. I have to say I saw the last 2. I wasn't impressed with the first one, but I think the last 2 were pretty scary.
All right, well, you can report back to us on this one as well.
I don't know if I'll go see it, though, because I was really scared from the last one. So I'm not quite sure.
I don't know.
We'll have to get a review from someone
I live alone.
who sees Paranormal Activity 4.
I don't think I want to be
How many stars did you give this?
I didn't see this.
You didn't rate it at all.
But the trend has been going down, at least on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
So it'd probably be a 2 or 3 star.
Okay, and quickly, the last film.
Alex Cross. Now, this is not Medea solves crimes. This is Tyler Perry. He kind of breaks out from his normal comedic role. I gave this 2 out of 5 stars because I think the filmmakers here couldn't quite figure out how to make this story work. And
2 out of 5? That's harsh.
2 out of 5, yeah, which is the same rating I gave Abe Lincoln Vampire Hunter, which this one is probably a better movie, but there are some emotional moments where you should be weeping and you just don't. And so, but it is entertaining, so that's one reason why I did give it that rating.
Okay, James, where can folks go for more information about you and your blog?
They can go to ToledoFreePress.com/movies to read all about that, and they can go to thegoldnight.com, my blog, and to listen to an interview with the filmmakers of Bill W., listen to 1370 WSPD at 6 p.m. tonight. I'll be airing some of that interview.
All right, James Molnar, thank you so much for this weekend's box office review.